Okay, good morning again. This is just an informational Zoom meeting about Math 1540, 8 weeks, which is expedited. So it's twice the work per week than a regular semester. My name is Dr. Daka, and I would like to introduce you to the class, what's expected from you, the tests, the grade, the Zoom testing, the rules for Zoom testings, and then face-to-face testing. What I would like to do first is go over the syllabus with you, and then the rules for Zoom testing and grading, office hours, and all that. And at any time, if you have questions, you can raise a hand using Zoom, or just interrupt me. That's fine. I'm okay with that. So let me just share the syllabus screen with you so you can see what I'm talking about. All right. Do we all see the syllabus screen?
Yes.
All right. Thank you. Okay, so it has information about my office, which is in room B232. The best way to reach me is via email. If you call me and leave a voicemail, I will not be able to see it until a few days. So just if you want a quick response, just email me, please. This class is built on D2L. This is the homepage for D2L. And if you go there and log in with your ID and password, and which I will show you, then you will see all the information about the class, okay? But I will get to that later. I will be personally in my office every Tuesday from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. That's in room B232 at Royal Oak campus. I know you signed up for asynchronous class, so you expect other way of office hours, which I have. I am very accommodating with Zoom office hours. In the past, I used to schedule specific times and dates, but it was very rare attendance. So what I started using is just based on need. So if you need to see me, just shoot me an email and I should be able to meet with you within 24 hours, sometimes during the same day. But if you give me a day in advance, that would be great. Then I can work out anytime you want. Almost not midnight. I sleep early, so but I will try to accommodate you anytime you need to see me, okay, via Zoom. If you're at Royal Oak and you need in-person meeting, I'm there every Tuesday between 10 and 12 in B232. Any questions so far? Okay, I guess not. All right. The textbook, there's an e-textbook. Since you are in this class, you already paid for the e-book, so you don't need a code, you don't need WebAssign. The code is extra money. If you bought the code, go back to the bookstore and return it. We are not going to use a code to do homework. I will talk about that, okay? But no code. You should be able to retrieve the ebook from D2L, which I will show you where it is posted. These are the sections that we will cover in this class. And about testing, I will have 5 tests and a cumulative final exam. 5 tests and a cumulative final exam. 5 tests within 8 weeks, and then a final exam, so that's 6 of them. I usually do quizzes during regular session, but there's not going to be time for quizzes. So instead of quizzes, which usually quizzes are take home, I will give you points on homework, which I will explain in a second. So 5 tests, I will drop the lowest test score. Okay, so I will only count to the best 4 scores. Oh, wait. Guys, do you hear me, guys? Because I'm getting a message. Oh, okay. Does everybody hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Is there anyone who doesn't hear me? Okay, thank you. So I will drop. So let's say you only took 4 tests. The one that you missed is going to be your drop test. You don't have to let me know that that's going to be dropped. Okay. If you take 5 tests, the lowest score will be dropped. The final exam must be taken. There's no way around not taking the final exam. It's mandatory by the department. So everybody has to take a cumulative final exam. So 4 tests will be counted. That's a total of 400 points. 100 points for the final. That's 500 points. And then 50 points for homework. So the total will be 550 points. So at the end of the class, I will add up your best test scores, 4 of them, plus the final exam, plus whatever you got on the homework, plus there's 6 points extra credit, which I will explain, and then divide by 550, and that's going to be your percentage score. Okay, any questions about that? Okay. Now, how do you earn the 50 points, up to 50 points on homework? All I need to do, all I need to see at the end of the class to get the maximum, which is 50 points, is I want to see a journal or a notebook or whatever you are using to do your homework. And it has to be pencil and paper or pen and paper. I want to see the progress throughout the semester. So when it's time for the final exam, when you walk in to take the final exam, before you start the final exam, I need that to be turned in, and I will look through it while you're taking the final exam, and I will give you points and return it to you after you hand in the final exam. If you have done what you're told to do, which is at least 20 problems from each chapter. So chapter 1, 20 problems. Chapter 2, at least 20 problems. 3, 20 problems, okay? I'm not going to grade you. I'm going to see that you actually have been doing homework and attempt to do the homework. And then once I see that you've done what you're told to do, then you get a maximum of 50 points. If you did the 20 from each chapter, you get 50 points. Whether they're right or wrong is not what I'm going to be looking for. I'm going to be looking for completion. Okay. Fair enough. Any questions about homework or testing?
That's fair enough. No.
Okay. Any questions? All right. Let me see. I think there's a message here. Do we get these homework questions from the end of the chapter skills review? No. Okay. That's a very good question. The homework problems are, I'm going to show you what homework problems I'm looking for. They are listed on D2L. I'm going to get to D2L and show you what I'm talking about. Okay. That's a very good question. Any other questions? Okay. Now, after adding up the 4 test scores, plus the homework, plus the final exam, plus the 6 points extra credit, then I would divide by 550, and that's going to be your percentage score. Whatever you get, it's going to be one of these scores based on that. Okay. So if your average is 90.5, that's between 90 and 91, and that is a minus, and so on. Okay. Yes, you will be getting a test guide, and I will show you where they are. Yeah, it's all on D2L. We'll get to that. Okay, let's go through course description. You can read that on your own. End mark. Well, this is for students who don't turn in any work or don't do any tests. So if you don't take the first test, you're going to be assigned an N mark unless you let me know that you are in class. So be careful, because this is an online class. I cannot take attendance. So if you're going to miss the first test, for any reason, please shoot me an email and just let me know you are in this class and you're not deserting the class, so you don't get an N mark, okay? Homework, again, I will show you where the homework problems are. They're in D2L. And I already talked about how I will be giving you points for turning in the homework. Common course outcome, you can look at that. Makeups, okay. So for every test that I have posted, whether it's online or it's in person, you will get an alternative test date, and it's all in the syllabus, okay? And I will talk to that. And you will have about 2 hours to take the test, whether it's in person or it's on D2L or it's in on Zoom, okay? You will have about 2 hours, and then I usually give few minutes to upload the test. I will get to that. I will explain all that. So that's what I mean by makeup. Now, if neither the test time, the test date, or the alternative works and you have a valid excuse, then I'm willing to discuss another make-up date. But you have to have a valid excuse for a make-up that's above and beyond what I have assigned or what I have scheduled. The final exam is already set. The date is set. I'm going to show you where the date is. I think it's on the 26th, and it's in person. And you better take the final exam on time or prior to that time. We'll talk about that. So, because once I grade the final exam, there's no way to give you a makeup after the date, because I will be gone. Okay, I already have plans to leave the next day. So we want to make sure everybody takes the final exam on or prior to the scheduled date. Everybody gets 6 points extra credit for uploading the exam. Right. There are videos. There's a video that I will share with you in order, if you don't know how to scan and upload. Most students use an app called CamScan. It's free, CAMSCAN, to scan and upload their exam to their phone and then to the D2L website. Make sure you practice that. Make sure you're ready for it before the exam. During the exam, there is no time for learning this. You have to come into the first exam ready. Once you're done with the test, scan it and upload it. If you do that right, you get 6 points extra credit at the end of the class. If for any reason at any test, you don't know what you're doing, then you're going to lose 3 points each time you mess that up. Okay, and it's all explained here. So make sure you do know that part, and it's not hard. We are taking an online class, so we should all know how to do this stuff. Incomplete, again, make sure you read the incomplete policy before you ask for one. The last day to drop without a grade is May 10th. And the last day to drop with a grade in which you will get a W is 6/9. And please discuss that with me before you try to withdraw from the class. If I could help, I sure will. I already talked about the N marks, so make sure you read that. Okay, this is what you want to go by. So week by week. So everybody should have gotten from me at least 2 things, 2 emails. So you will be getting an email just about every week, and I will be posting the same email that I sent to you as an announcement on D2L as to what expected from you every week. So like week 1, you're expected to know sections 1, 4, 1, 6, 1, 8, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, which means you expected to know the notes, the lecture on those sections, and do homework. Although I will not be collecting homework then, but to get the 50 points credit, you need to show me that you have attempted the homework. on those sections and the sections thereafter. So week 2, those are the sections, and then week 3, you're going to have test 1, which is Monday, May 22nd at 11 a.m. using Zoom. And you will be getting the Zoom link a couple of days prior to the test date. And I usually post the Zoom link on D2L as well, in case you lost the email. So the Zoom link will be posted on D2L. It will also be sent to you a couple of days prior to the scheduled date. The alternative test date for that test is on a Tuesday, the next day, and again, at the ASC in person. Anytime, you can take it anytime, as long as you allow 2 hours before they close. So if they close at 8 and you go there at 7, they're only going to give you 1 hour of test time. Okay, so make sure you know their hours on Tuesday so you can go in anytime and allow 2 hours for you to take the test. Yes, homework is turned in on the day of the final. You don't have to turn in all the homework. Like I said, at least 20 problems from each chapter. So there's like 6 chapters, should be a total of 120 questions. Don't wait till right before the final and start doing the homework. You're supposed to be doing the homework on a weekly basis. And then gather those and turn them in the day of the final with your name on that, so I know who it is for, so I can grade you and give you the 50 points. All right.
I have a quick question.
Please, please, yeah.
On the ASC, I've never utilized that before. Is this something we need to like schedule a time, or do we need to let you know that we're going there to take the test?
Okay, it's called the Academic Support Center. I'm sorry, I didn't write it down. Try to do briefs there, so I don't take too much space. It's called Academic Support Center. It's if you have been to Royal Oak campus, it's the floor where the library is. So the library is on the top floor, they're on the bottom floor of the library, and you don't need to schedule an appointment. What I usually do, if you let me know, and you have to let me know that you're gonna be doing the alternative test for whatever test you're doing. So like test 1, I will send, test 1 is 5/22. So I usually send an email and put an announcement on D2L, say as a reminder, test 1 will be on that date. If you are interested in taking the alternative test date, let me know. And once you let me know, then I will schedule that for you, and they will have the test for you. Once you walk in and show your ID, then they will give you the test and administer the test for you. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Any other questions? All right, so please always follow this schedule on a weekly basis so you know what you need to do so you can be successful in the class. It's not really hard to be successful in this class. The notes are there, the video lectures are there, and I'm here to help. Anything that you don't understand from the notes or from the video lectures, email me. And if we can meet in person, that's great. If we can meet over Zoom, that's great. If you just want an answer via email, I'll do that. Okay. And we have online tutoring. I will go over that too. So, but like I said, I'm here to help you, and I would love to help you as long as you ask for it. If you request help, I will be there, and I promise you. And okay. So these are the test dates. Now so you're gonna have just about test every week. But the first, this week and next week, there's no test. I try to give students a breather so they can be ready for the test. And the final exam is on the 26th of June, and it's in person. If for any reason you could not do 11 a.m. on Monday, I could have you take it that day in the ASC, or I could have you take it the prior Friday or Saturday. I don't know if they're open on Saturday during summertime, but if the ASC is open on Friday or Saturday, I can have you take it there. If for any reason you cannot make it on that day, okay? Are there any questions? So the rest of the stuff is, yeah, there's tutoring. You can, there's academic support center, which I'm talking about. And they have tutoring. There's Net Tutor, which is online. And I have a link to that on D2L. Access, if you're a student of special need, they have tutoring. Library, well, blah, 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 okay. The rest is, again, policies cheating, again. I just caught a couple of students cheating via Zoom and one in person. Please don't be the one who's going to be caught cheating. Trust me, we take this very seriously. And I'm going to go over rules for testing via Zoom online. So, you're mature, you want to pass the class, do the work. The exams are not going to be that hard. You do the work, you study, you ask questions when you need help, you will do well in this class. And I will try to help you by doing my work. And my work is to help you succeed as long as you want to succeed in this class. Okay. And when we're having a test, please be there like 10 minutes prior so you can set up your camera. I don't want to have to take from the test time to ask everybody, okay, set up the camera so I can see the desk and your face at the same time. So come in a little bit early. Let's all set up our cameras so I don't have to bug you during the test. Say, okay, fix your camera. I can't see your face. I can't see your hands. Okay, you are taking an online class. So we're going to go through that. All right, so that's done. Let me now, hold on. Okay, full screen. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get back to full screen. Just 1 second. Share, okay. All right. So what I want to do next, I want to go over the website, the D2L website. So let me share that with you. All right. So this is D2L. When you sign in with your ID and password, you're gonna click down and you're gonna see the class that you're signed in. So in this class, you see if you go to course home, you're gonna see the announcements that I will post on a weekly basis. I already have 2 of them. Okay, in case you sign up late to the class, make sure you read that. There's two, and you should have gotten an email from me to that matter. Okay, so it will tell you what to expect, what's expected from you the following week, and then if there's a test, reminder about the test, and so on. All right, now anything you need about the class is going to be under content, except for the exams. So content, you click on content, there's virtual tutoring. These are links for virtual tutoring. The syllabus, you click on the syllabus, it's there. Homework, this is where you're gonna get your homework from to get that extra points. Okay, like 5 through 101 odd, 1.672, and so on. It's all listed in there. So I need 20 from each chapter, 20 problems from each chapter to get the 50 points. Any questions? Okay, let's see what's Do we print the test that rescan? Okay, I'm getting to that, Khalid. Okay, give me a minute about the test. All tests. You asked if I have pre-tests. There's pre-tests. Pre-test 1, the key for that. Test 2, it's the key for that, and so on. Even the final exam review and the final exam review key. So all in there. Okay. So you can get an idea what kind of questions I do ask on each test. Okay. It's not going to be the same, but at least it gives you an idea. Class notes. Chapter 1, sections 2.1, 2.5, it's all in there. Now, okay, so you're studying chapter 2, and there's something you need from intermediate algebra that that's not clarified in college algebra. So you go to intermediate algebra review, and I need to review complex numbers. There's complex numbers. Okay, I need to review compound interest formula. I mean, there's everything that I thought you might need in college algebra that's not clarified. I put a handout on that, and there's more. If you said more, there's more. Graphing logs, quadratic functions. Okay, so if you ever in need of any intermediate algebra stuff that's not clarified in college algebra, go there and you will find it. And if you don't find it and you still need it, contact me. I'll be more than happy to explain it to you. Handouts. There's a lot of handouts from college algebra if you need them. Okay, so like if you need a quick review of the rational zero theorem, section 3.4, it's right there. Okay, that's besides the notes. It's a summary of certain topics. Okay, this is where I'm going to, sorry. This is where I'm going to post the link for today. No, I'm sorry. This is the link for today's lecture, so that you already use this or use the email one. No, I'm talking about the video. The video that for this lecture is going to be posted under informational Zoom meeting video. Okay, once I'm done with this, I'm going to try to post it. And then every test will have a Zoom link. It will be posted here. And it will also be sent via email to you. If in case you misplace your email, come here, click on Zoom links for test, and you will find it here. So you can click on it so you can join Zoom before you take the test. These are the videos for each chapter. And the ebook, you are entitled for a copy of ebook. Now, I want every one of you to do that here. Click this link first, because that way, if you have never used ebooks with this publisher, then you need to click that first. It's like registration, and then you can click the ebook. And if you need any technical support from Cengage, you click on that. So click on this link first, then click on the ebook. Make sure you have access to the ebook. Everybody should have access to the ebook. And there's the ebook. And you can go chapter by chapter or section by section. You can go wherever you want in this ebook, and it's all paid for. You already paid for that.
I have a question.
Go ahead, please.
So I just did that and it says to use an email to sign in. Do we use our
OCC email address. Please.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
everything you want to deal with OCC stuff, you have to use OCC email address. If
Okay.
you send me an email, please use your OCC email address. Otherwise, it will go into junk.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. So any questions about the ebook or anything else? Okay. So now this is all under content, okay? You want to find something under content. The announcements under course home, the assignments, the tests are going to be under assignments. So once I post test 1, you will see it here. So once it's time for the exam, I will limit to 2 hours and 15 minutes. You will not have access to it before the time, which is 11 a.m. on Mondays. You click on that, you print it out, you do the work in the provided space, then you scan and upload it to assignments on D2L. So I can grade it, and then you have access to my work so you can see what you got and what remarks I have on there in case you have questions. And after I grade each test, I will post the test key under content. There will be a menu right here on the left side. You see how I have all tests? Then I will have, I'm gonna do it right now. I will have current test keys. So there will be one, and I will move it up. So it will be right under all test keys. So you can see the test key and compare your work to the test key. Okay, so it's right here. So once you click on that, you will see test 1 key, test 2 key, and so on. All right. All right, so let's go back to assignments. You're gonna see a link for test 1. You click on that, you download it, you print it out, you do the work, you scan it and upload it during the 2 hours and 50 minutes that you're allowed. And I will grade it, and I will post the key on D2L for each test. And okay, the ones in person, I will grade them, and you can pick them up, or I can hand them to you during the final exam. Any questions?
I have another question.
Go ahead. I see questions in the chat. I'm sorry. What is the access code for the textbook? You don't need an access code for the textbook. That is,
Yeah, I was gonna say that too, because it's saying that there needs to be a password.
okay. There shouldn't be one. Click the link that says click. Yeah, did you click the link that says click here first?
And then it said email, and then I typed in my email, and then I hit sign in, and then saying that I had to put in a password.
Okay, okay.
Mine did that too.
I think you have to, if this is your first time using Cengage, you have to create an account with them. If you don't have a password, then you have to create one. That's the, that's why. So once you go to content and click on the ebook, because they want you to sign in so you can have access to that. So if you click on that, while mine, I'm already signed in. I already have an account. So it's like creating an account with everything that you want to use nowadays. So you need your email from OCC, and you need to create a password. Once you have that, then you can access the ebook.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. You do not need an access code. Do not buy an access code. Okay, is there anyone who's having trouble with the ebook? Anyone else? Okay, Bill is saying after account is created, go back to D2L and access book from there. So you gotta create an account and then go back to D2L, click on the ebook, and you will be able to retrieve it. Again, please click on the link that says, please click this first, create an account if you've never used Cengage material before, and then go back and click on the ebook. And sometimes it doesn't work from the first time, then do it again. Okay, it's sometimes it is like electronics, so it doesn't always work from the first time. But it should work, and please do not pay for any access codes. And if you're still having issues, contact Cengage technical support, but you should not. If you register, after the first trial or the second trial, you should be able to access the ebook. If not, just contact Engage technical support and they will take care of that for you. Okay, are we good? And if above and beyond you still have issues, email me. I can contact the sales rep. But you should be able to handle that. But I'll love to help you as well. Okay. So this is basically okay. Now, if anyone does not have a printer and you cannot print the test, I will have you copy the test the first 10 to 15 minutes of the class time. You copy it off the screen. Once you're done copying it, you leave a space to write your work. So you copy the same pattern as the test. If there's 6 pages, have 6 pages, leave space between problems so you can do your work there. And once you're done, no more looking at your computer screen, and you can do the work and upload it to your computer. But I'd rather have you print it out so you can save the time and save me the hassle of making sure you're not looking at your computer screen and looking at something else. But like I said, if no printer and you cannot get a printer, sure, well, I'll work with you. But you have to let me know that's what you're doing, okay? All right, so let's stop sharing this guy. And now rules for taking a test. Let's go over that. All right, let's see. I think we have a question here. We take it to the ASC, we print it off. Okay, there's a question. If you take the test at the ASC, they will either I will bring a hard copy to the ASC, or they will, if I send it an electronic copy, they will print it out for you. You don't have to worry about printing anything when you go to the ASC. All you have to do when you go to the ASC is bring a picture ID, your driver license is fine, and a graphing calculator. And in case your calculator didn't work, they loan the calculators at the library, which is the floor above the ASC, okay? So you don't have to worry about printing anything when you're at the ASC. Now, how can we print the test on test day via Zoom? Well, you will go to assignments in D2L, download it and print it if you have a printer. If you do not have a printer, you're going to take the first 10, 15 minutes to copy the exam off the screen and do the work and then upload it after you're done. Does that answer your question? Anybody has any other questions about the test? Are we all good? Okay, let's see. There's one more. All right, thank you. You're welcome. Okay, so rules for taking a test. Let's share that. Okay, so you're gonna need an electronic device, like a desktop is perfect, an iPad is fine, a laptop is fine. You need a camera. I don't want anybody taking the exam without a camera or telling me their camera doesn't work. You have to be ready when it's test time. Otherwise, do not take an online class, okay? So you need a camera, you need a microphone and a speaker, and they need to both be on. No headphones or earpods. There should be nobody else in the room with you. And you have to be ready. Your camera should be around, in a way that your paper, your hands, your face, your desk, and your calculator are all clear to me. I don't have to keep saying, I don't see your face, I don't see your hands. Please make sure everything is visible so I can see that at all times. And sometimes you need a distance between the camera and yourself, about 3 to 4 feet, so I can see everything. And you want to practice that ahead of time. Don't wait till test time and start getting things ready. And I would, like I said, I would recommend you come in, you log in to Zoom like 10-15 minutes prior to this. So if the test is at 11, I advise you to come in at like 10:45 in case you have a quick question, and then getting the camera ready. When you take the test, you want to access D2L. When I tell you to access it, you print it out. Like I said, you do the work and then you upload it to D2L. And you want to practice uploading beforehand. Please don't wait till test time to upload or start uploading. Most students use an app on their phone called CamScan. I will allow you to use your phone once you're done. Once you send me a chat saying, oh, I'm done, I'm going to use my phone to upload the test now. That's fine. You may not use your cell phone during the test though. So if you use CamScan, or even if you have an iPhone in Notes, you know, in the Notes that you have on iPhone, it has a scanner. And you can do that then. You don't need a CamScan. Okay. iPhone has Notes. You can do it from that. You can practice that. It's very simple. Okay. So make sure if you don't have a printer, you want to copy the problems, you have to let me know before you start copying that you're going to be copying, and you have to stop looking at the computer once you're done copying. And if you have 6 pages of the test, make sure you have 6 papers. The layout should be the same. Space them out so you can do the work. And once you're done working, let me know so you're no more looking at the computer. Okay, you will not be allowed to leave during the test unless it's really, really important. Okay, make sure you use the bathroom before. Your face should be looking at the paper, not around. And again, I've seen that before. Oh, can I get up and get the charger? My laptop is out of battery. Okay, I understand things happen, but please make sure you always have your device charged before you take the test. Okay. When you finish the test, use your cell phone, tablet, or scanner to scan. And I need a PDF file. Do not take photos and then upload photos. The quality is going to be not so good, and it's going to be hard to retrieve it. So PDF is the only document that's acceptable. Everybody should be able to use the CamScan or the Notes on the iPhone or the scanner that you have, if you have one, to do a PDF file. Okay. And any questions? This is basically what I wanted to share with you about the class. Did I miss anything? Did you guys have any questions that I did not go over and I did not answer?
What grade would be considered passing to get credit if we're guest students and we're transferring this?
A C, and that's guest students are usually, or transfer students are usually the reason why I don't, if you notice my grading policy, there's no C-, although OCC offers C- in the past. Students with a C- would not transfer to other colleges. So what I decided to do, a C- is a C. So if you look at my score, my grading scale, 70 to 77, I believe, is a C, no C-. And that's transferable to other colleges.
Okay, so we need a 70 to get the credit?
Yes, yes. Yes, you can scan the test using the printer, absolutely. And graphing calculators are allowed, and they are required actually in this class. So make sure you have a working graphing calculator during the test. Are there any other questions? So let's make it an enjoyable class. Let's make sure everybody succeeds. If for any reason you need help at any time, that's my job. and I'd love to do my job that I'm getting paid for, and I will accommodate you as long as you ask for help. You can come and see me in my office, or I can meet you via Zoom anytime you have questions, and I will answer them as fast as I can. Sometimes a quick question via email, sure, I'll answer that as well. I have a scanner. If it's a long solution, I can do it on paper and scan it. It's easier if it's via Zoom, because then you can see what I'm doing on the camera that I have. But I'm willing to work as you want, okay, however you want, so you can get your questions answered. Do not wait till test time to ask questions. It's probably too late. So wait, study on a weekly basis, daily basis if you can, at least every other day. That's a fast-paced class. I'm not gonna try to scare you here, but I want you to be ready. It's an 8-week class instead of 15-week class, so twice the work. So so you're having 8 hours of lecture usually a week. So you need at least 16 hours of studying a week. And you can do that, and you need help, I'll help you, but make sure you do your work. And you will, it's not hard stuff. It's really math, but it's doable. And together, I think we can make it. You can make it. You are given, Lauren, you are given 2 hours for each exam. And then I allow 15 minutes to upload the test, which usually takes 2 minutes if you practice beforehand. Okay. So 2 hours and 15 minutes total. And it's more than enough time for the test and the uploading. And I rarely remember anybody not finishing the exam on time. And there's few instances where I allowed few extra minutes, but it's rare when students needed it. Are there any more questions? Everything is clear? Okay, so if we're all good, then thank you for showing up. I really appreciate that, although I didn't see any of you, but it's okay. I will get to see you when it's test 1. And remember, test 3 and the final are face-to-face. Thank you, Emma. And I will upload this lecture to D2L, so you can see it again if you like to. And hopefully everybody will do well in this class. Okay, if you do the work, I'm sure you will do well. Okay, have a great day, and I will see you soon.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for showing up.
Thanks. Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for showing up.
All right.